everybody and welcome to this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is medium and I'm going to show you 5 shots on how to get all the chests in one swoop, or whatever we can call it. Before we start, do not forget that if you're new to the channel you can subscribe, hit that bell button, you will get a notification every time there's a new live stream or a new video coming up. Also, if you do want to get text guides, personalized text guide for different tours, you might want to have a training session or just be a little bit better prepared for upcoming tournaments. Patreon.com/golf-tommy. You can find the link in the video description down below. Also, if you are not interested in the golden shot for medium division, you might want to watch the one for hard. There is a link in the video description for that as well. So let's go here. We're gonna play one of the courses of the Vineyard Acres, which is a golden shot version that we have been playing before. And that's something that we then need to at least maximize the opportunity here, playing really good. We can win kingmakers. So from my end, because I'm grinding a lot in the regular tour play, this is perfect for me, getting some easy kingmakers to then play on tour 12. So we can win the onyx chest if we do get the hole-in-one. If we do get the yellow chest, we're gonna get the fire chest. If we do get the scarlet chest, then we have the red ring. Topaz chest for the light blue ring, and the azure chest for the darker blue ring. If you do have more questions about the golden shot, you can press the question mark, then you will get to the frequently asked questions. And of course, if you do not find the answer for your question there, you will send in a ticket to the support by pressing contact us on the top right here on the frequently asked question page. So I think it's time to go over the adjustment. We're gonna play with a golden long iron every single time. Doesn't matter if we have tailwind, headwind, crosswind. We're gonna play max distance. So for those of you that using some type of a calculator or an application, you use max distance with a 20% over adjustment. That's what you use. For those of us that are not using that, maybe we're using just to calculate in our mind or just eyeballing or something, you should know 1.5 per ring is the same as max distance with a 20% over adjustment. So landing position, super important. Here is where we do want to start. You can see that I have spin added here, and I would like you to add a max backspin, and then you put your target at this spot with the yellow ring at the bottom, just by the top of the fringe, having the ball guideline pointing straight at the pin. There is where we do want to start with any type of wind. Then we're gonna make some minor tweaks depending on what wind we're gonna have, and that is what you're gonna see here in the video. And before the video starts, do not forget to make a comment in the comment section below with the chest that you got and also what you got in it. So let's go. So shot number 1 here, we do have a straight tailwind. Go start off with max backspin here. You can see I'm looking for the position with the yellow ring there, with the ball guideline pointing straight at the pin. And now we do have the 1.5 per ring, which is gonna be slightly less than 3 rings, so like a 2.9, 2.8 ring adjustment. Max backspin, which is 4.5 with the golden long iron and the golden ball. So we bounce where we wanted to, but we come in short. We are right in line, but we do come in short. Good to know. And if we do have more tailwind, so we do get the scarlet chest with the first attempt here. And the only thing that we can change here is that we actually do want to use 1 backspin less. Or like, let's say half a bar backspin less. I changed my mind there a little bit. We do not want to come in too hot. Max backspin here as well. We are crosswind now, 4.6. So now I'm gonna reduce because we are not going to use a max backspin. I'm playing with 3.5 bar backspin here to see how it acts. Yellow ring just by the fringe there, with the ball guideline actually pointing approximately 1 green square to the right of the pin with this type of wind to just compensate for the secondary bounce. So when you do have a wind, even though it's very minor, it's still going to, the first bounce is going to be pushed to the left, the second bounce is going to be pushed to the left, and the third as well. And therefore we do need to compensate with the adjustment there, moving our target as a start one green square to the right side of the pin. So there we do hit the pin very close, so we are right on target there, but we came in a little bit hot. So there it would be good to play somewhere in between 3.5 to 4 bars backspin instead. Now we do have Headwind, and now I do use a slight different approach with Headwind, is that I do start off where I want to, then I use 3 bars backspin back up, so I do have just like half of the yellow ring inside on the fringe, and then the rest of it on the green. Reason being is, like, if we do have a Headwind, then we might gonna go in between clubs if we do have a complete straight Headwind. Therefore I do want us to back up, and in this case it worked, and we got a hole-in-one here as one of the shot, which was awesome. And in the end, 3 bars backspin. We could go 3 in a smidge, but I like to use 3 in Headwind, as we do not want to come short. We rather want to go a little bit long, not too long of course, but a little bit long here. So do get the Kingmakers, 8 ball of Kingmaker, that's awesome. So once again we go with 4 bars of back, not once again, but now we tweak. Sorry, 4 bars backspin instead of 4.5, as I did have with the Tailwind the last time. Same type of situation here, yellow ring just there by the fringe, and then we're going to adjust approximately like 2.3 rings for this adjustment, due to our adjustment being 1.5 per ring. Hit the ball perfect. You can see I'm not using any side spin, any curl whatsoever. We bounced where we wanted to, and we just took the edge and we roll in the hole, and we get our second hole-in-one on this golden shot. Okay, so we see what we can get here, and once again I'm looking for the Kingmakers. You can see that I do have most of the cards already here, but I'm looking for the King. This is actually the Firefly. This is the only club that I haven't maxed out yet, so that was actually a good drop to get some cards for that one. So 4.8, we do have like a straight Tailwind now again, and we're gonna play with 4 bars of backspin instead of the 4.5 like we talked about before. And now in the end, when we do have 4.5, 4.8 and stuff, we might want to use just a smidge extra, not the full 4.5, but I think we're gonna otherwise come in hot here. Here we're gonna play slightly more than 3 rings. 3 rings is 4.5 miles per hour, so 4.8 is slightly more than 3 rings. Hit it, we bounce, we roll, get in, boom, we got our third hole-in-one on this one. So 5 shots and we got 3 hole-in-ones with 1 time we did hit the pin. I would say that's a good base to go on. So if you follow these advice, I feel very confident that you're going to get at least one of the chests with your free shot. And for those of you that are playing in a clan league where you do need to grind, I think it's better to spend your free shot here on the medium version instead of on the hard version. Sure, you might want to have Berserkers for tournament, you don't really have problem with Kingmakers, then of course you decide, but just as an alternative, and therefore I think the medium version of the golden shot is way better now than it was before, when clans didn't exist. So we're gonna summarize here in the end. When we do have a straight Tailwind, now we're talking about straight Tailwind, we're gonna play with 4 bars of backspin, aiming just there on top of the fringe, but 4 bars of backspin, no side spin, no curl, and then we do have the adjustment max distance with a 20% over adjustment, or just 1.5 per ring to make it a little bit more simplified. If we do have a crosswind, then we're going to play with, as we play with 3.5 in the example, I want you to play with close to 4. And I would say like just before 4 bars of backspin would be perfect. Same type of starting position with the yellow ring just there by the fringe, and then 1.5 per ring. If we do have a headwind, we back up a little bit. We have half of the yellow ring on the fringe, and then half of it on the green, and then we do have 3 bars of backspin, and once again 1.5 per ring. And here you can see the landing position once again. Here is what we do want, except for when we do have a headwind. Then we do have half of the yellow ring on the fringe, as I've been explaining in the video as well. And then we're just gonna summarize the adjustment: 1.5 per ring with the golden long iron every single time, no matter what type of wind you're going to have. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the guide and the tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level was medium. And once again, if you do have any questions or comments, please make them in the comment section down below. If you like the guide, also take your time, hit thumbs up as well. So, there we have it. Let's get to it, and good luck in the golden shot.